Utopia. Noun. Any real or imaginary society, place, state, etc. considered to be perfect or ideal. So if Utopia doesn't have to be some mythical place in the sky made of cotton candy and peace, then what would Utopic be back here on Earth, in our everyday lives? I don't know, but I've come up with my version. Without further ado, here's my guide to a perfect art classroom, or at least as perfect as humanly possible. Let's start with the classroom itself. My Utopic classroom has it all. Markers and other writing tools here by the door, a station to store and get clay from, smocks, some on mannequins, the extras and bins, a paint station with all the colors in the rainbow. Right next to it is glitter because all good projects sparkle. A paper cutter that converts into a slab roller, which saves a lot of space. A big whiteboard along with markers. 3 tables or desks for all of the students to sit at and work. A color printer. The teacher's desk along with a laptop to find things to print. A document camera and screen. A shrink art oven for kids to use if they finish an assignment early. A shelf for organizing. And sinks along with towels to clean up at the end. There's also a few examples of previous students' artwork around the classroom. Next, the people, starting with staff. Here comes Miss Smith, the teacher, right now. Let's take a closer look at her in this teacher personality traits chart. She's creative, which all art teachers need to be. She's patient, which means she'll do well working with the students. She's funny, which makes her likable and relatable. She's compassionate, which also helps with her likability. She's a good helper, someone who explains things well so the students will want to ask her for help and understand what she's saying. She's a quick thinker, someone who can think of ways to fix mistakes easily. This will help if anyone does screw up, and when demonstrating she won't be stalling on ideas. She's uplifting and encouraging, which will boost the kids' self-esteem and want them to continue working. I give her 2 thumbs up. She's the perfect teacher for my perfect classroom. We won't make her do it all by herself though. There's an assistant that should be here soon. There she is. She'll help out with assisting the children and Miss Smith. She possesses the same qualities as Miss Smith, so she's great for the job. There's one more staff member here, the janitor. He'll only come in after class to clean up, since there's likely to be some messes. He's kind of creepy, but the kids don't ever really have to see him unless they're there after school for detention. Now to the students. There'll be about 18 students, give or take a few. 4 units will be covered in class. First will be calligraphy. Calligraphy can be used throughout their whole lives, from making presentations to just making your gift tags look pretty for Christmas. Next up, drawing with value. This teaches how things are shadowed and highlighted, which we see in everyday life. A perspective painting will be next in the lineup. This will teach how things are in perspective, which, again, we see in our everyday lives. It'll explain to them why things that are farther away look smaller. Lastly is clay. Clay teaches the properties of 3D objects, and most everything in our lives is 3D. Rules and consequences are last. Rule number 1 is to keep your hands and feet to yourself. This means don't hit, push, kick, etc. anyone. If you disobey this, you'll get a warning the first time, a reflection sheet the second time, a 30-minute detention the third time, an hour detention the fourth time, and if it really must come to this, a referral the 5th time. Next rule is to respect others' projects. If you damage another's project, you will serve an hour detention and help the person whose project you ruined remake their piece of art. Third is to take care of materials. If you are caught harming the art tools, you will get a reflection the 1st time and a half-hour detention the 2nd time, cleaning the art room. The last 7 rules are as follows. Work quietly and productively, use time wisely, put materials back where you found them, stay in your seat unless you need supplies, raise your hand for questions, listen to and follow instructions, give your best effort always. If you break any of these, you will just get warnings and, if absolutely necessary, a reflection, as these are somewhat minor disturbances. So there you have it. All the ingredients needed to make up the perfect art classroom, according to me. Whether a utopic art classroom is really actually capable in real life, or it's only possible in the doll world, I know one thing. We can at least try to make it an almost perfect environment in real life. Maybe that's what Utopia truly is anyways. Trying your best into getting as close to perfect as you can. Oh, fail. Take 2. Yeah, my hand's in it. Dang it. Jadgy? Who is Jadgy? Are you mixing me up with the cats again?
That's a combination of Gigi and Jazzy.
I'm cleaning the sinks. He's really creepy looking.
Hey!
Be on you! Crazy, crazy on you! What do you call it when you broom?
Sweet.
Sweet.
My culture.
Sweet, yeah. I don't think that would happen in real life, so we're gonna redo that take. Well, usually when you push someone over, it doesn't knock out a whole wall, so.
True.
Brownie mix. Yes. Oh, chiz.